Some people have told me that I probably shouldn't run for this job because I'm not a politician. And I'll agree I'm not a politician, but I don't think that's a reason to not run for the job. In fact, quite the opposite. I think not being a politician is a really good reason to run for it. When you look around at government at all levels, one of the healthiest things that you ever see happen is when somebody new comes in and shakes up the status quo. I grew up in Atlanta, and about 1976, I was looking around trying to decide where I was going to live because I didn't like to move a lot, so I wanted to go someplace I could stay. And I surveyed all around Metro Atlanta and decided that Cobb County was really the best place for me because the reputation of Cobb County really suited me very well. It was a reputation for a small, effective, efficient government, low taxes, good schools, all the kind of things, just a nice, peace and quiet place to live where people take care of themselves and take care of each other. So I moved here in '76, and I've lived here ever since. For the first time I had an opportunity to speak to a group, I was asked that question right off the bat, why are you running for this office? And the answer just kind of rolled out. I said, because I like it here. And that really is it in a nutshell. I like it here. I want to continue to like it here. I want to preserve the quality of life that we have here. And I think it's something that requires a lot of attention on an ongoing basis. It requires a steady hand. It requires leadership. I don't know if we know what the best project is. Part of the problem is that all the planning that's been done for major projects revolves around transit systems. I don't know if there is a plan for major road network improvements. I'd love to see a master plan for what would a perfect road network look like. And I agree with you that we haven't done the major projects. Even with the SPLOST, we've nibbled at it a lot, and we've had some road improvements and some new roads, but you know what? You can get a map from 1960 and still pretty well find your way around Cobb County with a map that old. There aren't, aside from subdivisions, there aren't many major roads that have been built in the last 30, 40 years. So, you know, part of the problem, a lot of people say that our traffic congestion and transportation problems are the result of overdevelopment. But the other way to turn that is to say it's because our infrastructure has not been developed as rapidly as everything else. And we haven't kept pace of all the development with our expanding of our infrastructure and our basic transportation requirements. So until we study it in terms of finding the best solutions, it's going to be hard to say what they are. I don't necessarily embrace the idea that every problem can be solved with a transit system.